creative writing advice with me, JJ Barnes. If you don't know me, I'm JJ. I am the author of How to Write a Story, which is out now on Amazon. I take you from the beginning of your story through the midpoint all the way to the end, and I cover everything in between as well as editing and how to deal with writer's block. I'm over here on YouTube. I have a series here where what I do is I take pieces of writing advice, I break them down, I talk you through them. My goal is to inspire you to get your story out into the world, to feel the confidence to explore this thing of stories you love so much. So today what I'm going to be talking to you about is moral purity. So moral purity, that is when your character, your protagonist usually, is pure. They aren't cruel, they don't make mistakes, they don't hurt people, they can't be corrupted. At the start of your story, they are good, they make good choices, and in the pursuit of their goal, they are good people consistently. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, great, that is what I want from a protagonist. I want them to be a good person. I don't want them to be cruel or corrupted. Because, yes, you do. You want your good guys to be good. You don't want to be rooting for somebody to get something that they want when they're horrible. You want your audience to feel that connection with your protagonist. You want them to get what they want. You want to root for them. If your audience sees your protagonist as a bad person, a negative influence on the world, somebody who is impure, they're less likely to root for them to get what they want, and then they're less likely to stick with your story, because if they're like, well, I don't want that person to get anything. I mean, I think most of us have probably switched off or put down a book where we don't like any of the characters. Liking them and rooting for them is important. So what's the problem? The problem with moral purity is it's not real. It's not real. Even like the best person in your life, the goodest, most humble and sweet and kind and loyal person in your whole world has made mistakes. I consider myself to be quite a good person. I put a lot of time and energy into trying to help and inspire other writers. That is a good thing. I don't hurt people if I can avoid it. I think, you know, as humans go, I don't think I'm terrible. But I'm not pure at all. I make mistakes. I do things I regret. I've done lots of things I regret, come to think of it. I've made bad choices. I have been mean and snappy when I'm struggling with my own emotions or dealing with things badly. I am not morally pure. And I suppose you aren't either. I mean, look, if you can look at yourself and be like, no, I am completely morally pure. I mean, A, good for you. B, you're probably wrong. And might be a little bit of a narcissist. Because nobody is. Nobody is. And when you write characters that are, you alienate your audience. We want to be able to see ourselves represented in fiction. Not necessarily exactly. I don't need my stories to be about like 35-year-old writer women with kids. I don't need that. But I need to feel an emotional connection with them. I need to be able to see people who are human. And humans, we're not as a species pure. So writing characters that are will alienate part of your audience. Some people won't mind. Some people think they're morally pure and will be like, ah, excellent, me. But most of us don't. Most of us don't feel like that. So trying to put moral purity into your book, in my opinion, it misses out on the world and scope of who people really are. And our flaws and our mistakes are beautiful. They make us who we are. They make us people who can strive to become better. If I look at myself as this example, trust me when I say teenage and 20s me, so many mistakes. It's like I'm a different person. Like I'm a whole different human. I messed up so much. so much, but I learned from it. So I'm a better person now for it, and I'm assuming that when I'm in my 40s, I will be a better person then for learning about my mistakes now, because trust me, I'm still making them. A lot of them. Ugh. Anyway, me aside. So if your character starts off morally pure, they have nowhere to go, nowhere to learn and grow and change and improve. And they're unbelievable. And that learning from mistakes, that taking experiences and shaping who we are around them to become better people is such an important part of a protagonist's journey. You're rooting for them because you can see them learning. Yes, making the mistake, doing the bad thing, your audience might think, oh, they are not worthy of the thing they're going to get, right? Because they're doing something bad right now. They are doing a bad thing, and therefore I don't want them to get the thing that it is they want, their story goal. But if you take them at that point, show them improving and learning and becoming better people and trying to change the world in a positive way, recognizing the things they've done wrong, your audience will root for them. Because not only are they clearly trying to be good people, like most of us are, even at our worst, we still deep inside want to be good. Your audience will see that and believe in them and hope for them. Not only hope then that they get the story goal, but hope that they can be the best people that they can. It captures your audience's attention. It emotionally connects with them. It makes them invest part of who they are into that person because they can see themselves. They can see themselves and recognize that they too have made mistakes. They too have done bad things, but they too are striving for self-improvement. And recognizing that in your character's arc, not trying to make them morally pure, because none of us are, but showing them trying to improve their morality, learning, growing and changing. That is how you write a protagonist that your audience will care about, like, root for, emotionally invest in, believe in. Forget moral purity. It's not helpful to anyone. Think about moral improvement. And same for negative characters. They have like a negative moral swing, so they don't try and get better because they don't recognize their own flaws. They assume it's other people's mistakes, so they don't go on that arc to grow and change, but they still have growth and change in a negative way, which means they too have a journey and are interesting and real people, because we all also know people who do not recognize their mistakes and do just seem intent on becoming worse because they don't care. If your protagonist cares, tries to be better, tries to be good, without needing moral purity, that is a good character. So thank you very much for watching another one of my videos. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you subscribe to this channel, I'm putting out a video every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9:30 in the morning. You can also go to my website, which is jjbarnes.co.uk, and over there you will find links to all of the work I've got going on, my books, my film, my TV, my art, my photographs, all my social media. You can come and chat to me and drop me a comment below. Do you agree or disagree? Perhaps you genuinely really enjoy a morally pure character and want to see more moral purity in stories because you find it inspirational, or you do genuinely think you are morally pure and want to connect to people like that. More power to you. Thank you very much for watching another one of my videos. I'll be back again soon. Bye.